Good evening, XRP Future Millionaire here with one last update here on this Christmas in the great state of Michigan on the East Coast at 11:24 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I want to wish each of you a Merry Christmas. Hope that the day went the way you wanted to. As I said, I'm T-Speaker222 XRP Future Millionaire with the side bet on XLM and Future Digibite OG. So we have a few things to talk about. One, another black eye for a lot of people that were really hedging their bets on Bitcoin getting these ETFs. There were two of them that were proposed, Valkyrie and Cryptoin, but they both were denied. We're going to go over this, and it could be directly impacting Bitcoin falling under 50,000. That's the breaking news right now. Bitcoin has fallen back under 50,000 as we predicted. We were going to come down on this Christmas Day. So it's gone exactly like we thought. XRP went back up like we thought, and now it's come back down to about 90 cents. We're looking at that 83-cent mark to see if it can go down and hold that, or if it's going to break through and go further. But what I like to do here is I like to give trusted technical analysis. And I know that's hard. But what I do is I really go through a wide variety of things. We start with some news or the charts. I'll go through, and you'll see again today I'm going to do some user-generated content with UB2Sob, UB2B5 on Twitter. And you're going to see some of his fantastic work. And I want to see more crypto FX was talking about this. And I like hashtag FUD assassins. I want to see more hashtag FUD assassins in the comments, because that's what I am. I'm a FUD assassin. I don't put out the FUD. I don't put out the bullshit. I don't advertise. I don't tell you to click on links, and most of all, I don't tell you to click my stupid referrals and all this nonsense you don't need to be doing and wasting your time with. I give you the facts. I give you it straight to the chart, straight to the point, no nonsense. So with that as it is, Merry Christmas, and let's get on. US, actually, you know what? There's one thing I want to do before we start. It is Christmas after all, so we need to start with sunny days. Oh, yeah.
Sunny days, sunny days, here again. Sunny days, here again. Sunny days, here again. Sunny days, here again. I wear glasses 'cause I'm so cool. I can predict the charts. Sunny days, here again. Sunny days, here again. Sunny days, here again. Sunny days. Join Tom's Army for $9.99 a month.
You know you want to. Play some Motion City soundtrack here in the background. Make sure you have the express written consent of your artist that you use on YouTube. I have the express written consent for Mother's Second Choice and Mr. Anthony Carter. Oh yes, went through the process, so make sure you do too. So if this is a little loud in the background, too damn bad. I want a little bit of music, and that's the way it's going to be on this beautiful Christmas. So US SEC ruins Christmas for cryptocurrency investors with yet another Bitcoin spot ETF rejection. Valkyrie and Cryptoin ETF proposals have been denied by the Securities and Exchange Commission. You know what? I need to turn this down just a little bit. It probably sounds fine to you guys, but for me, I just want to make sure. That might be a little too low, but this will at least give me the peace of mind so I can hear myself think. Securities and Exchange Commission. The commission gives the same reason as Wisdom Tree's rejection. ETF enthusiasts are eyeing February for a spot Bitcoin ETF for the SEC. The SEC has once again refused to approve spot Bitcoin ETF applications. This time the ETFs rejected are from Valkyrie and Cryptoin. No breakthrough yet for spot ETFs in the United States. The SEC, in a decision released to the public, has rejected the applications of Valkyrie and Cryptoin. The commission gave reasons in line with those they had given in the past when they turned down similar products, citing the uncertainty of consumer protection and fraud. In their release, the SEC said that the corporation had failed to demonstrate that their proposals are consistent with the requirements of Exchange Act Section 6B5. In addition, they had added for clarity that the products did not show that they were designed to prevent fraudulent and manipulative acts and practices and to protect investors and the public interest. Exchange-traded funds, ETFs, are instruments that allow investors to gain exposure to a particular commodity without purchasing it directly. Instead, it involves a procurement of shares that fluctuate with the commodity price that are tied to such a product backed by Bitcoin will allow more institutions interested in engaging the market without creating wallets and securing the keys. The news came as a shock to some as they hoped that the SEC's position would adopt a favorable stance. In 2021, the regulator denied 4 spot Bitcoin ETF applications and showed little to no signs of changing its opinion on a physically backed Bitcoin ETF. VanEck was the first to be denied in November, as the company had made the application in December 2021 and had to wait almost a year for a decision. The commission had consistently required that the listing exchange have a comprehensive surveillance sharing agreement with a regulated market of significant size related to Bitcoin, or demonstrate that other means to prevent fraudulent and manipulative acts and practices are sufficient. The listing exchange has not met the requirement, wrote the SEC. The next to be disappointed was Wisdom Tree. The SEC made its decision at the beginning of this month. Wisdom Tree, on its part, had to wait 7 months for the decision. The reasons were the same as the regulator stated in previous cases, expressing dissatisfaction with consumer protection and fraud prevention. A February 2, remember, however, all hope is not lost, as there are 2 more physically backed Bitcoin ETF proposals before the SEC. The proposals come from Bitwise and Grayscale, and these are the 2 that I expect to be turned into ETFs. So in February, all hell is going to break loose. And if anybody knows anything about the Grayscale Trust, that's where all the big wigs and everybody with their retirement and portfolios and like their IRAs and all that nonsense, that's how they buy their Bitcoin. They put it into the Grayscale Trust. So right now it's at about a 18% discount for Grayscale Trust. So if you're going to buy Bitcoin, I mean, you might as well buy Grayscale. It's 18% off. No, that is not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor, so who gives a fuck? Grayscale wishes to convert the $32.9 billion Grayscale Bitcoin Trust into a spot Bitcoin ETF. The proposals by Bitwise and Grayscale were submitted on the 14th and 19th of October, respectively. However, Gary Gensler's SEC has delayed the decision until the 1st and 6th of February 2022. The statements read, the Commission finds that it is appropriate to designate a longer period within which to take action on the proposed rule change so that it has sufficient time to consider the proposed rule change and any comments received. Investors remain optimistic that the Commission is close to approving the ETFs, and 2022 might be the year for the approval as regulation becomes clear for participants in the space. The one that I follow closely for my Swing Traders Anonymous is the BITO Pro shares. That's one of the ETFs that got approved earlier. So we look at this, Bitcoin's down 629, broke through the key support of 50,000. And the reason why that's key support is right there at, where was it at? Right about 50,000. 49,984 was that support. Actually, it's right about 50,000. Isn't that fucking nuts? Alright, so 50,000, guys, was right where the 30-minute time frame. Wasn't that fucked up? Right, we'll say 49,992. We fell under it, and like I said, I felt like we were rounding the top of the head. Go watch my updates all weekend, all week. I think we've been on this 100%. So I think we're right on track. We just got to see if this actually breaks through. Now, what I would expect, you're going to come down here to about 47,927. You could swing out to about 49,810. And then if we can come down and do this properly, right, you could get something like this. And then, right? So that could be something that's going on with Bitcoin. So right now we've got support at 48,879. We fell through a crucial support level on the 30-minute time frame and the 200-day at 49,992. Makes it extremely bearish in my opinion, but we could come back, like I said, and back test this area, and then we could try to figure it out. If we don't want to go through 45,564, but if we come way down there, the chances are we're probably coming down. We built the head and shoulders to probably come back down and double bottom. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but unless we can break out of this formation with some volume, we're in trouble. That's trouble. XRP, it's the same story. We've seen XRP's kind of leading the way. It fell through the 30-minute time frame earlier, and you can see every time it comes back up to it, it's trying, but Right now, it just looks like hell. It looks like bloody hell. This looks like bloody hell. So you could very commonly in this kind of a formation, now that it's gotten beaten down by the 30-minute, right? You could get something like where you start to fall off here. You know, if Bitcoin doesn't hold, I would expect us to be dancing with this level right here and deciding, are we going to bounce off 83? Or are we going to have to go even farther? Because it's a very tricky spot here for XRP, ladies and gentlemen. We've got such crucial support. We broke through at 93. Well, it's not even 93 anymore. We're just going to go with, oh, I guess it is 93,288. And then we've got this 88 cents that I wouldn't expect it to hold. I think we're going to go to 83 or 75 before we can make any kind of reassurance. But I still think we've already made the head and shoulders on the 30-minute time frame. We can even go to the 4-hour and you can see it. So we've fallen through every single time frame. So this is extremely bearish now. Now the same momentum we had going up is the momentum we're going to have coming down. So we got 88 cent support, 93.2 resistance, and then we got 83 and 75, and that's our hope. Unless we're going back to 57. So we took the up trajectory. Now I expect us to take the down, you know, in an up and down fashion. And then as you can see, my little bounce at the bottom, it does correlate with a bounce if it were to break out of this and not keep riding this like this, because there's a chance it does, but it would correlate with a big ass W that ends up, you know, it'd be something like that. But I'm not going to keep that in there because there's still, if it comes down here, there's still a chance it would, and then you would have your move up or your move down. So that's what we're trying to wait for in an up and down fashion, and it looks like we're starting this down fashion. Let's just call it for what it is. Unless we don't, if we see some volume, we could possibly push out of this area. But if we're not seeing any volume, ladies and gentlemen, there's just no reason to think that there's anything but this. We're being dicked right now. So that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm feeling. Make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, turn that bell notification on. For God's sake, somebody please join Tom's Army. It's been like 3 days. I want somebody to join Tom's Army on Christmas, but it's getting very late. I thank everybody who sent a donation on this Christmas. It's very generous of you all. Like, seriously, I can't thank you enough. And for all the well wishes about Julie, she's laying down. She is in some pain, but I think we did good for Christmas today. I am truly honored that each and every one of you are part of this crew, and I'm truly honored to be the general for Tom's Army.